All right, so I'm here with Brittany. Brittany, how old are you?
37.
Are you originally from Arizona?
No.
Where are you from originally?
New York.
And what brings you all the way out here to AZ?
I moved out here with my ex. For
Came
work.
out here with your ex?
Yeah, for work, yeah.
And what's your current situation right now? Are you homeless?
I live in a hotel.
You live at a hotel?
Mm-hmm.
Are you like at one hotel or you just jump from spot to spot?
Right now I'm at one hotel. I've been there for a couple of months, but then, I move around, hotel to hotel pretty much, yeah. Basically try to stay at one spot for as long as I can,
What do you do out here for work? And how long have you been in that type of work?
4 years.
4 years?
Mm-hmm.
How did you get into that type of work?
Well, my ex moved out here for a job as a mechanic, but that lasted like 6 months, and then he decided he wasn't going to work anymore. And so I needed a way to pay the bills, and out here on Van Buren, it's pretty predominant. There's a lot of, working girls, and so I kind of just fell into it, walking the blade and stuff like that, and then I found posting online, you make more money, so then I just started doing that, and the money's good, so I do.
So you work both on the track and online as well?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, mainly online though.
Mainly online?
Mm-hmm.
What's more profitable? Is it the track or is it
Online.
And what kind of dangers do you go through being out here on the streets?
Walking the blade, doing what I do, it comes with a certain level of danger, I've only had one time where it was like, I got beat up really bad. Some guy I didn't even know picked me up and the whole thing, but, so yeah, it's pretty dangerous, Yeah.
Did he try to kidnap you or what?
No, he didn't try and kidnap me or anything like that. He may have tried after, but I was able to get away, luckily. But he just he was on top of me and he just started hitting me in the face, and so I fought back as well as I could. Put my elbow on the horn. Got out the truck, and then he got out and whatever. I was able to get away, luckily.
When you got away from him, did you make a police report or not?
No. There's no point.
There's no point?
No, because I would call them, and then what are they going to do? They're going to come, they're going to see it for what it is, and then it's not going to do anything.
Do you think it's just pointless?
Yeah. Unfortunate. It's very unfortunate. With it being illegal and stuff like that, what I do, it takes away the safety net for us. For us girls.
What do you think about decriminalizing or legalizing the type of work that you do?
I think that, I'm all for it, I don't think that there's anything wrong with, it's our bodies, you know what I mean? If we want to do it, then, why not? Like I said, it takes away the safety net. If there was, if it was legal, then there'd be more ways to implement safety measures, where we don't have to worry about things like that happening.
What kind of safety measures do you think we could implement?
They'll be look at, there's spots where you can go, where there's security, things like that. I know posting online, I have a guy that drives for me, you know what I mean? So that's a little bit safer than walking the blade out here. It's dangerous, and there's you never know whose car you're getting into, and you never know,
Do you think it'll make it safer with STDs and stuff like that as well?
Well, yeah, yeah, I guess so, yeah, because if there's a definite spot, then they're making sure that girls are getting tested, and things like that. So then because we can't do anything about the gentlemen coming in, but at least or maybe they could implement where they could show that they've been tested or whatever. But because a lot of these girls, they don't get tested regularly, and like you said, it's dangerous.
Do you know a lot of the girls working out here?
Yeah, I've been out here for 6 years, so.
Are the majority of the girls out here being forced to work out here, or is it just because they want to do it?
The girls on Van Buren, they do it because they want to, or that's not because they want necessarily. Maybe they don't want to, but it's because it's what's there for them. You know what I mean? So they choose to do it. But I think in other parts of the city, I think a lot of the girls are forced. Some of them are forced anyway. I've never met anyone. I don't know any girls that have pimps or anything like that.
Yeah. And what about you personally? Are you being forced out here, or
oh no,
you just come out here? Is it because of choice, or?
At this point, at first it was I was kind of using it as incentive for my boyfriend to get a job, But now it's the money's good, so it's my choice, I don't know what else I'd be doing where I could make as much money.
How much does a typical day bring in, like, out here on Van Buren?
Oh, like walking the blade?
Yeah.
Anywhere between, like, a couple $100, $200, something like that. Versus, like, posting online, I make between 6 and 1,000 even sometimes.
Have you ever had any regular work, like a regular 9 to 5 back, like, before you started doing this?
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
Or what kind of work did you do?
Well, I was a waitress for a long time. I have my license for cosmetology, and I have an associate's degree for business management. So, yeah, I feel like a little bit of background.
So why not go and do that instead of doing this?
There's no way I'd make as much money.
Okay.
To be honest, that's exactly why. Yeah.
What about, like, your boyfriend? Does your boyfriend mind what you're doing, or?
Well, I'm single now. We broke up, so.
You guys broke up.
Yeah.
And what about? Do you have family out here in Arizona?
No, it's just me.
It's just you. What about your family back home? Do they know what you're doing or not?
No.
What do you think they would think if they knew what you were doing out here?
I don't know. I don't care. I don't think they care, honestly.
You don't keep in contact with them?
Not really, no.
Not with mom, not with dad. You still have your mom and dad? Yeah.
Yeah.
How was your childhood growing up? Can I ask you that?
It was. I moved out of home, like, out of my parents' house when I was 12, 13. So I've been on my own since then. So that was my childhood. This was my childhood. Yeah, yeah.
How did you move out at 12 years old?
I moved in with a friend and her mom, and I lived with them for like the remainder of, like, my high school and all that stuff. I graduated high school at 16. So.
Yeah.
And I had my associate's degree by the time I was 18. So, I mean, the friends, I did pretty well by myself, you know what I mean? Like, and my friend's mom, like, she was a big support system for me, and, like, she's still a part of my life, you know?
Yeah.
And, like, she's more of a mom to me than my own mother, you know? And, yeah. I did pretty good with raising myself. My mom, I don't give my parents very much credit. But, yeah.
How was it like growing up? Was it an abusive home, or was it a good childhood?
Like, verbally abusive, yeah. Verbally and mentally abusive, very much so. And my father was an alcoholic, but he got sober. I was maybe like 5 or 6. But my mom, it was mainly my mom. My mom has a lot of issues from her own childhood, and which made it very difficult living in the house with them. And then I had a sister who had suffered from mental illness, and, like, that added to it, you know. And they had their hands full with that whole situation. And I was the youngest, and so I kind of, like, got lost in the shuffle a little bit, you know. And so so that's why I left. It's, you can tell in any situation, if you're not wanted, in like, even in your adult life or whatever, you can, even as a child, you can tell if somebody doesn't want you somewhere, you know what I mean? If you're not wanted. And, like, if you're not wanted somewhere, then you just leave, and so that's what I did.
What did you say your name was?
Brittany.
All right, Brittany. Thank you for sharing your story. I really
you're
appreciate
welcome.
it.
Oh, you're welcome.
Are you okay with me using this on my YouTube channel?
Yeah.
All right, Brittany.
Yeah,
can I ask you about substances? Do you mess with any substances?
Actually, I've been sober for 4 years. So.
You've been sober for 4 years? What were you messing with back in the day?
Alcohol, mainly. And then I started dabbling with heroin, and that's when shit got kind of crazy. And then my sister, the one with the mental illness issues, she passed away 3 years ago from a drug overdose. And so I kind of, like, use that. So it has been 4 years in this year. It's been 3 years since 3 years since she passed away, and I got clean after that.
I'm sorry to hear that. Yeah. Did you have to go to a treatment center, or did you just do it yourself?
Honestly, like, growing up, I've been to 15 different rehabs, like, before. I've tried it 100 times, and nothing really worked. And then but she passed away, and I kind of got really depressed and started drinking even more heavy. Alcohol is my kryptonite right there. And, like, all of a sudden, like, I woke up one day and I didn't want it anymore. I prayed, like, every day forever, like, that it would be lifted and I wouldn't have to drink anymore. And, like, I would have seizures from not drinking. But for whatever reason, like, that day I woke up and I was like, I'm going to see if I can go until noon. And I did. And I said, let me see if I can go until 3. And I did. And then next thing you know, I turned around and it had been a year and a half. So I do it.
Good for you.
It's amazing. By the grace of God, I could change any day.
All right. Well, Brittany, thank you for sharing your story. I really do appreciate it.
You're welcome.